In F1 we have a saying, and that saying is well done Baku. It's usually talking about the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, which first started off as the European Grand Prix for whatever reason. And yeah, it's around the streets of Baku, and let's get to the chase. You're already here because you want to hear my thoughts about it. Well, where do we begin? Firstly, Mercedes wasn't as off the pace as we thought. It just turned out that there were different ideologies at play with the car. They weren't the fastest, but they weren't so far off the pace. They were, despite Charles Leclerc's pole position, actually faster than the Ferrari, and they weren't exactly too far off the backs of the Red Bulls either. But as we all know, things didn't go according to plan. And at the end of the day, nothing changed for the top two in the Drivers' Championship because Max Verstappen crashed down to high speed and Lewis Hamilton locked up. Apparently, he turned off his brakes going into turn 1. But some of the stuff that, from at least Lewis's perspective, gives like the idea and sends it home even more that he is the greatest in the statistical code of F1. When we saw Verstappen crash, the first question was, is he okay? And when he made the mistake, he immediately fessed up to it. There are a lot of people after Monaco who were criticising him for being annoyed with the team for the strategy call. But here, he just fessed up. He was like, it's my mistake, and I'm sorry for the team. But enough about those two. Let's talk about the actual top lot. The top 5, or the top 6 even, were from 6 different teams. Perez taking a win. He was able to be there when Verstappen ended up crashing out, and for the longest time it was a Red Bull 1-2. Haven't heard that in forever. And in addition to that, the fact that he was able to be there shows that he can prove himself as a second driver, because that's what Red Bull want. They want someone who's able to be rear gunner, which he was for the longest time until the pit stop phase. And they want somebody who is not only able to be rear gunner for Verstappen, but is also able to pick up when Verstappen falters. And that's what Perez did today. Second place was Sebastian Vettel. I know one of my friends, Dion, was saying Vettel P2 by Baku. I know that's not what he meant, but I can't help but think. And then a third podium for Pierre Gasly. It's fantastic, isn't it? The AlphaTauri driver who supposedly made a gamble with Sky to say the holy mac and cheese balls that Daniel Ricciardo did if he got towards the podium, managed to get onto the final step of the podium today. Don't think you'd be expecting that at the start of this season. Then Leclerc in 4th, Norris in 5th, Alonso in 6th. Good recovery for Fernando. He was struggling a lot over the course of the weekend. Then the end of the points positions was Tsunoda, Raikkonen, Tsunoda, Sainz, Ricciardo and Raikkonen. Sainz's crash, as was Tsunoda's at the end of qualifying yesterday, was very perplexing. I mean, Tsunoda's made sense, you just go too deep into the corner. But Sainz made a weird mistake and then crashed. Outside the points, you got Giovinazzi, Bottas, who just wasn't there. He went with a completely different aero philosophy to Lewis. He went with a medium downforce rear wing instead of a low downforce rear wing like Hamilton had. And it just didn't seem to work. Then behind them you had Schumacher and Mazepin, though they very nearly ended up both of them in the wall because of Mick doing the last lap overtake and his teammate, well, forcing him all the way to the wall to pass him. And then Lewis in 15th and Latifi in 16th. It's well done, Baku. I think that's what we've got to say. And to see 6 different teams in the top 6 is spectacular. And to see Bottas, Hamilton and Verstappen, the most common podium configuration in F1's history, to not even get into the top 10, that's also spectacular. So well done, Baku. Really. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye bye for now.